Good morning, guys. In the last session, we discussed about user management in the Linux operating system. So that means how to create user account in the Linux. Okay, how to provide sudo permissions for particular user, and how to enable password-based authentication in the Linux machine. We discussed that, and we have seen what is sudoers file in the Linux, and we have seen what is SSHD config file in the Linux, how to create the user, how to create the group, and how to log in into Linux machine using username and password. All these things we have seen. Okay, today we are going to understand a new topic in the Linux, which is file permissions. Okay, another important topic in the Linux operating system, which is file permissions topic. Okay, so Linux is multi-user based operating system, guys. Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of multi-user based operating system? Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of multi-user based operating system?
Means at a time multiple users can perform the task.
Yes. At a time, multiple users can log in into the same machine and they can perform multitasking. So for example, so we have created one user called Raju. For the Raju user /home/Raju home directory will be available. Similarly, I created Rani account. For the Rani also one home directory will be available. Similarly, Ashok user is created. For the Ashok also /home/Ashok home directory will be available. So for every user, one home directory will be created by default. Whenever you use user add command, then by default, one user account will be created. Now here in the Raju home directory, I have created one file called f1.txt. In the Rani home directory, I have created one file f2.txt, and they created their files in their home directory. Okay, Ashok created one file f3.txt in his home directory. So in this machine, there are 3 users available, and by default, one user account will be in the Linux machine, which is called EC2 user. For the EC2 user, what is the home directory? /home/EC2 user will be available. Okay, /home/EC2 user will be available here, right? So when you go for /home/EC2 user, that is EC2 user home directory. Here he created one file with the name called linux.txt. Okay, so like this, multiple user accounts available in the Linux machine, and those people can connect with the Linux machine at a time. Okay, multiple users can connect to the single Linux machine at a time, and they can perform multitasking also. Now guys, do you see any problem here? Because Raju having Raju home directory f1.txt is available, Rani home directory available f2.txt, Ashok home directory f3.txt is available. Now, is there any chance Ashok can log in into the machine, can modify the f1.txt file which is available in the Raju home directory? Is there any chance available, or there is no chance available like that?
If Ashok is the admin,
Yes, sir.
so
Chance is available.
Chance is there or chance is not there?
Is there, sir?
Chance is there.
Chance is there.
Chance is there, right?
Yes.
So then how do you stop this problem? How to protect this problem?
By giving the permission.
By giving the permission.
That's where file
Like
permissions
read, write.
concept comes into picture. That's where file permissions concept comes into picture, because multiple user accounts can be created in the Linux machine, and multiple users can connect with the Linux machine at a time. Okay, we have several accounts. We can create several user accounts in single Linux machine. Okay, multiple users can connect at a time. Okay, multiple users can connect to single machine at a time, single Linux VM at a time. Okay, then there is a security problem, right? Whatever the files I have created, other users can come to my home directory, they can modify my file data, or else I logged in into the Linux machine. I go to Raju home directory. I can modify the file available in the Raju home directory. So is there any security available? There is no security available. Is there any security available? There is no security available, guys. Currently, no security, right?
Is available.
Everyone can log in into the Linux machine. Everyone can go to other user home directory and they can modify the files available in the other user home directory. Okay, so one user can modify the file created by other user in Linux VM. There is a chance. I created one file called f3.txt. So Rani logged into the Linux machine. She came to my home directory by using cd command. She can change the directory. She came to my home directory and she modified f3.txt file. So whatever the secret data, whatever the personal data that I have stored in the f3.txt, she can read my file data. So we can create several user accounts in the single Linux machine. Multiple users can connect to the Linux machine at a time. One user can modify the file created by other user in the Linux machine. Okay, to avoid this problem, we will use file permissions in the Linux. To avoid this problem, we are going to use file permissions in the Linux machine. So by using this file permissions concept, whatever the file I have, for other users, I will not give any permission on my file. Even if they come to my home directory, they should not be able to edit my file. They should not be able to read my file. They should not be able to execute my file. I can restrict, I can secure my files, I can secure my data by using file permissions concept. So multiple user accounts available in the single Linux machine. All those users can log in into the Linux machine at a time and they can go to other user home directory also. They can modify the files belong to other users also. So if they are coming to my home directory and if they are modifying my files, then there is no security for my data in the Linux machine. So to avoid this problem, we will use file permissions in the Linux machine. In the Linux machine, in Linux, file permissions are divided into three types. In Linux, file permissions are divided into three types, guys. What are those three types of file permissions? One is read permission. Another one is write permission, and next one is execute permission. So in the Linux, we are having three types of permissions. One is read permission, another one is write permission, and another one is execute permission. Here, when we use R, that comes under read permission. When we use W, that comes under write permission. When you use X, nothing but execute permissions are available. So RWX, when we say R, that means we have read permission. When we say W, that is write permission. When we say X, that means execute. Sir, what is the read means? We know. Read means we can read the content of the file. Write means we can modify the file content. Excuse me, guys. X means execute permission. What is the meaning of execute? If that file is a shell script file, if that file is having some script, so we should be able to execute that file. So how we are executing our Java program? Similarly in the Linux, shell script files will be available. So if you want to execute the shell script file in the Linux machine, then you should have execute permission on that file. Okay, so here in the Linux, file permissions are divided into three types, guys. One is read permission, another one is write permission, another one is execute permission. So every file will have file permissions are divided into three sections, guys. Okay, so there are three types of permissions available. So file permissions, a file contains three sections of permissions. A file or directory contains three sections of permissions. So what are those three sections of permissions? First one is user permissions. User nothing but also called as owner. Okay, user is nothing but owner. Owner means the person who created that file. Now for example, I logged in into machine as a Ashok user. I created a file f3.txt. That means I am the owner of that file. So the owner nothing but the user. The user permission nothing but the person who created that file in the machine is called as owner. Next one, group permissions will be available. User permissions will be available, group permissions will be available, and other permissions will be available. Okay, so a file contains three sections of permissions. User permissions will be available, group permissions will be available, others permissions will be available. Others means other users logged in into the Linux machine. So I logged in as a Ashok user. I created f3.txt in the Ashok home directory. So then Rani logged in, Raju logged in, EC2 user logged in. These three people are called as others for my file. Ashok, he created this file. Ashok is called as owner of the file. Okay. Other users belongs to the same machine who is having the accounts in the same Linux machine. They are called as other users. So file permissions are divided into three types, guys. Read permission is available, write permission is available, execute permission is available. So here the file permissions are divided into three sections. User permissions will be available, group permissions will be available, others permissions also will be available. Okay, first let me connect to the Linux machine. Let me show you what all the permissions available, how to understand the file permissions, and how to modify those file permissions in the Linux machine. So in future, when we are going to install several softwares, then we should have the idea on these file permissions concept. So in future, we are going to install several softwares in the Linux machine. At that time, we need to modify those file permissions, guys. I've logged in into my AWS account. So let me start the Linux machine. So after the class is completed every day, I'm stopping my Linux machine. So let me go and start the Linux machine now. So instance is available here. Instances available. One minute. Let me connect with the Linux machine. Start that instance. EC2 dashboard. My machine is getting started. I will make SSH connection to this machine from the git bash. Okay. I'm waiting for the machine to be up and running. Yeah. Go to the location where the key pair is available. I have downloaded the key pair when I create that machine, right? That key pair is available in my location. Open git bash from here and let me make one SSH connection to that machine. Yeah, this is my git bash. I'm using SSH connection. I'm connecting to this machine as a EC2 user, which is a default user account. EC2 user is having sudo privileges. EC2 user can perform any operation in the Linux machine. So there are several text files available. There are several directories also available in the Linux machine. Okay, let me remove all the text files now. rm star.txt. rm command is used to delete the files. Star.txt. Star means file name can be anything. If the file is having .txt extension, then I have to delete it. Okay, then you can see ls-l. All the text files are deleted. Now I want to delete all the directories also which are available. rm-rf, the directory AWS is available, directory 1 is available, Java is available, Python is available. I have deleted them. rm app.log file, I have deleted that also. Now currently my home directory is empty. So you see PWD, my present working directory is EC2 user. Okay, let me create one file here, touch command f1.txt. I have created a empty file by using touch command. Touch is used to create the empty files in the Linux machine. Okay, next one, ls-l. Now you can see that whatever the file I have created, that I'm listing here ls-l, f1.txt file is created. So if you see here, the file permissions are available. For this file, permissions are available. So RW, permissions are available. So here guys, whatever the first hyphen is available, the first hyphen will represent it is a normal file. Let me create one directory, mkdir java. Okay, now I created one file and I created one directory also, ls-l command. Okay, if the first character is D, that means it is a directory. If the first character is hyphen, that means it is a normal file. Okay, how to differentiate whether it is a file or whether it is a directory? If the first character is hyphen, that means it is a file. If the first character is D, that means it is a directory. Are you guys able to understand my point? D means directory, hyphen means normal file. Are you guys able to understand? Could you please respond? Are you with me?
Yes, Ashok.
Are you with me?
Yes.
So
Yes,
how
sir.
to
Yes, sir.
what is the command I am using to create the file?
Touch.
I'm using touch command. I'm using touch command to create the file. Okay. And what is the command I'm using to create a directory?
MKDAR.
MKDIR.
MKDIR. Touch command I use to create the file, and MKDIR I use to create a directory. Okay. Now ls-l. What is the purpose of ls-l command in the Linux, guys?
Listing of
List
all.
out the
Yes.
List out the
List
information
files.
of the file.
List out the files. Okay. What are the files available? What are the directories available in the present working directory? I want to list out all these things. So whenever we are listing all this content, you can see the permissions available. So when we are when we are reading these permissions, guys, you need to ignore the first character. Okay, first character is representing type of the file. First character will represent type of the file. So if the first character is hyphen, that means it is a normal file. If the first character is D, that means it is a directory. Okay, after the first character, the remaining characters are called as file permissions. Okay, now if you look into this file permission, let me copy this one, and here the permissions are available like this. Okay, for the file, the permissions available like this. For the directory, the permissions are available like this. Okay, first character I am not copying, guys. From the second character I am copying. So these are file permissions which I have created f1.txt, and these are permissions of the Java directory. Okay, now let's understand. The file permission contains, guys, 9 characters. So when you go for the file permissions in the Linux, total 9 characters will be available on the file. First 3 characters belongs to owner permissions for the file. That means who created this file, that person is called owner. We call it as a user. User nothing but owner. So the user permissions will be represented by using first 3 characters, and group permissions will be represented by next 3 characters. And what permissions available for the others on the file will be represented by using last 3 characters. Okay, so file permissions we will represent by using 3 characters here: read permission, write permission, and execute permission. R means read permission, W means write permission, X means execute permission. Okay, and a file contains 3 sections of permissions: user, group, others. Okay, we can see below permissions for a file and a directory. Okay, so here RWX. So file name I'm taking as f1.txt. So if we are giving all the permissions for the file, for owner I'm giving read, write, execute. For group also I'm giving read, write, execute. For others also I am giving read, write, execute. So this f1.txt file is having all the permissions for all the users in the Linux machine. Okay, suppose if you take care of, if you look into this permission, second permission, rw-, so that means here x is missing. First three characters represents owner permissions for the file. Next three characters, 4, 5, 6 characters will represent group permissions on the file. Last three characters will represent others permissions for the file. What is the meaning of others permissions? Other users available in the Linux machine. I logged into this machine. I created this file as a EC2 user. Okay. So what permissions available for other users in the Linux machine on the f1.txt will be represented by last three characters. So you need to understand the file permissions like this. Read, write, execute. Read means R. Write means W. Execute means X. So the sections are three: user permissions, group permissions, others permissions. First three characters will represent user permissions. Middle three characters will represent group permissions. Last three characters will represent others permissions. Are you able to follow me? Now, if you observe here, f2.txt. So what is the meaning of this, guys? So the meaning of this f2.txt here, user having read and write permission. User is having read and write permission, no execute permission. No execute permission, because rw-, means that user don't have the execute permission. What about the group permissions? Group having only read permission. Group having only read. What about the other users? Others having only read permission. Others having only read permission. Now, for example, when we go to Java directory, can you tell me who is having which permission on the Java directory?
User having read,
User having
read, write,
User having read plus write plus execute. User is having read plus write plus execute. First three characters will represent owner permissions on the file. That means the person who created that file is called user. User nothing but owner of the file. First three characters will represent user permissions on the file. Okay, next one. What permissions available for the group?
Group is having
having read and execute.
Group is having read, execute permission. Group is having read and execute. What about others?
Read and execute.
Read plus execute permission only. Okay. So if you see F1 file, what permissions available on the F1 file?
Read, write,
Who is having
execute.
which permissions on the F1 file?
All of
Read,
them.
write,
and
execute.
execute.
User having read plus write plus
user group.
execute, because first three characters are WX. R means read, W means write, X means execute. First three characters represents user permissions. Middle three characters will represent group permissions. Last three characters will represent other permissions. User having read, write, execute. Similarly, group also having, group having read plus write plus execute permissions. Excuse me, guys. Yeah. So guys, these are the permissions available for the user. These are the permissions available for the group. And what about others? Others also having read plus write plus execute permissions will be available. Read, write, execute permissions available for the all users on the file. For example, if I am going to create a file, suppose if the permissions are available like this, r-x, r-x. Now I am having this SBMS. So now can you tell me who is having which permissions on this file?
User is having
read and execute.
Then execute.
User is having read plus
Read and execute.
execute. Okay.
Group
Next
is
one.
having
Group
only
having
read.
only read.
Group is having only read. What about
Read.
others?
Can
Others having
Only execute.
Others is having only execute.
Execute.
So you understand how to understand file permissions in the Linux machine? You understand how to you are able to understand the file permissions in the Linux machine, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So why we need to deal with these file permissions in the Linux machine? Why we need to deal with these file permissions in the Linux machine, guys? What is the need of this concept in the Linux?
To
For
prevent
security.
other users
Provide
to
the
access
security
our
for
files.
our
For
files or
security
directory.
purpose. For security purpose, because Linux is multi-user based operating system. In one Linux machine, we can create multiple user accounts, and those multiple users can connect with our Linux machine at a time. We can connect with the Linux machine at a time, and every user will have one home directory. So every user creating the files in their home directory. Other users also can go to that user home directory, can modify the files. I created f1.txt in my location. You logged in into the machine, you came to my home directory, and you are modifying my files here. Okay, so to avoid such kind of problems, we are dealing with the file permissions in the Linux. There are three types of permissions. Read, write, execute is available. And these permissions are divided into three sections. User permissions, group permissions, others permissions will be available. So we can see below permissions for a file. Okay, read, write, execute, read, write, execute, read, write, execute. If you don't want to give any permission, that means hyphen will be available. Hyphen means that permission is not available. Okay, good. First three sections will represent user permissions. Next three characters will represent group permissions. Last three characters will represent others permissions on the file. Now, okay, we are good. We are able to understand how to, what are the permissions available for the file in the Linux machine. Now, how to change these file permissions in the Linux, guys? To change file permissions in the Linux, we will use one command, that is chmod command. To change file permissions, we will use chmod command. What is the command we are using to change the file permissions in the Linux, guys? To change file permissions in the Linux machine, we are going to use one command that is called chmod command. Chmod command we are going to use in the Linux machine. Now, let me go here. Let me connect with this Linux machine. ls-l f1.txt is available. For the user, execute permission is available on the f1.txt. Execute permission not available on the f1.txt. Execute permission not available. I want to give execute permission for the user on the f1.txt. Now, we are going to use a command called chmod command u plus x on the f1.txt. What is the meaning of u plus x means? Plus means adding a permission, minus means removing a permission. Are you able to follow me? Plus means adding a permission, minus means removing a permission. U means user, nothing but owner of the file. Plus x, x means execute. For user, I'm giving execute permission on the f1.txt. Currently see, so user having only read and write. Now execute it. Now check ls-l. Now user got the execute permission on the file. For example, I want to remove write permission for the user. Now can you tell me what is the command to remove the write permission? What is the command?
chmod u
chmod u minus w f1.txt. Plus means adding the permission, minus means removing the permission. Okay, now you check it ls-l. Now you see earlier user having read, write, execute. Now user is having only read and execute permission. User is having only read and execute permission. Are you guys able to understand my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Are you guys able to understand my point?
So
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Is it clear for all of you? Now, for example, I want to give write and execute permission for the group. Can you tell me the command? I want to give write and execute permission for the group, guys. How can we do that?
chmod u plus
Mod G plus
G
W
W
plus
plus
X
W
F1 dot
Ah,
txt.
I want to give write and
Yes.
execute permissions for the group. Chmod G plus WX. W means write, X means execute. What is the file name? F1.txt. Now go for ls-l. Now I have given write and execute permissions for the group also. U means user, G means group, O means others. Okay. Now for others, I want to give write and execute. How to give write and execute for the
chmod
others
o
now?
plus
Ch
W.
mod
chmod
O plus W
chmod
others O
O
plus
plus
F1 dot txt.
read
Chmod O plus W
WX.
X on the F1.txt.
X.
ls-l. Now you see group is having read write permission, others also having read write permission. For group I want to remove, all the permissions.
chmod g
I want to
minus
remove all permissions for the group.
Ch
Come on,
mod
what is
G
the command?
minus
G
RWX.
minus
G minus
WX.
RWX.
RWX. G means
X.
group, R means read, W means write, X means execute. Minus means remove the permission, plus means add the permission. Okay, yes. ls-l. Now you can check it. Come on, guys. Do we have any permissions on the group now?
No.
Do we have any permissions on the group? No, no permissions available on the group. Okay, so now here you can see ls-l. Okay, F1 file is available. I want to remove all the permissions for the others also on my file. I want to remove all the permissions on the others also on my file.
chmod O
Chmod O
minus RWX F1.txt.
RWX space F1.txt. ls-l. Okay, fine. So now can you tell me who is having which permissions on the F1.txt? Who is
Users
having
having
which
read and
permissions on the
execute.
F1.txt?
Only
User
user
having read and
Only
execute.
user is having permission.
Only user having read and
Execute.
execute. What about the group?
No permission.
no
No
permission.
permission.
Others?
Others
No
No.
permission.
permission.
No permission. Okay. Now, can I switch to other user and can I try to modify this file now? Currently, I connected with this machine as a EC2 user. Let me do one thing. Chmod U plus W space F1.txt. What is the meaning of that?
User having a
We
right
are adding
permission.
the right permission to
We are adding the
users
right
for
permission for
F1.txt
the
file.
user. We are adding right permission for the user. ls-l. Now user is having all the three permissions. Group don't have any permission. Others don't have any permission on this file. So group is having all permissions. User is having all permissions. Group don't have any permission. Others don't have any permission on this Linux machine. Are you clear with my point?
Yes, sir.
Are you guys
Yes,
clear
sir.
with my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we are clear with this point now. Okay, now let me switch to another user, sudo su John. I switch it to John user. Currently, what is my present working directory? EC2 user. I connected it as which user? John user. As a John user, so here permission is denied, cannot open the directory. So ls-l, permission denied for me. I'm not able to see the content of the EC2 user also. For example, if I use sudo ls-l, password for the John@123, something like this. Now ls-l. So as a John user, am I able to access EC2 user home directory, or I'm not able to access EC2 user home directory? Not able to access. Let me go to my home directory. cd tilde. Can you guys tell me what is the purpose of cd tilde command?
To get
To
into
go
the
to
home
the
directory.
I want to go to the logged in
login
user
user
Logged in
home
user.
directory.
Current
Okay.
logged in user
Let me
home
go to
directory.
logged in user home directory. Yes, I'm able to go to logged in user home directory. ls-l, ls-l. So I'm in the John user. Okay, here I can create one file, touch python.txt, something like this. Python.txt. So the file got created. Who is having which permissions on the file now?
User having read and write permission, group having read and write
Author.
permission, and authors having only read permission.
Others having only read permission.
Read
Okay.
permission.
ls-l/home/ec2 user. So ec2 user home directory, John is able to access, John is not able to access, John is
John is not
not
able
able
to
to
Not able to
access. John is not able to access. Let me give sudo. Now, if I use a sudo permission, am I able to access the files available in the ec2 user home directory also? If I use just ls-l/home/ec2 user, it is saying permission denied. Then I'm using sudo permission. What is the meaning of sudo?
Super user doing operation.
Super user doing the operation. So John is having sudo privileges. How to give sudo privileges for your user, guys? By configuring in the
changing sudo
sudoers file. Okay. Now John user printing the content available in the ec2 user home directory. Who is the owner of this f1.txt? Who created this file, guys? This
ec2
represents
user.
owner.
ec2
Who is the
users.
owner of this file?
ec2
To user. Now John is having which role on this file? Who is John to this file?
Others.
Other. Now as a John, can I print the content of that file? /home cat/home ec2 user /f1.txt. Okay. When I try to print the content, what it is saying?
Permission
Denied.
denied.
Permission denied. Why the permission is denied for me? I am a other user for the f1. What permission other user is having?
No
No
permission.
permission.
No. That means John cannot read the file content. John cannot edit that file, cannot modify, cannot execute that file also. Now, do you understand why these file permissions are important in the Linux?
Yes, sir.
To providing the security.
We need to protect our files in our Linux machine because multiple users can connect to the one Linux machine. So every user having their own home directory and they will have some files with data. Other users should not be able to see the data, should not be able to modify the data, should not be able to execute the file also. Execute means a program. So in the Linux, we will write the program by using shell scripting. So they should not be able to execute that file also. We can manage that operation by using file permissions. User permissions, group permissions, and other permissions will be available. So to change the file permissions, we will use chmod command. To change file permissions, we are using chmod command. Okay, so we can give permissions by using chmod command. Giving execute permission for the user u plus x. Giving write permission for group g plus w. Remove execute permission for others o minus x. Remove all permissions for others o minus rwx. Give all permissions for the group g plus rwx. Are you able to understand all these commands that we have practiced? So what is the command we are using to change the file permissions in the Linux, guys?
chmod.
Chmod command. Plus means adding a permission.
Adding a permission.
Minus means removing the
Moving
permission.
permission.
So can we add multiple permissions and can we remove multiple permissions at a time?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Are you clear?
Yes, sure.
Yes, sir.
Are you clear with my point?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Very
So
good.
one question.
Yes.
Sir, even if John have sudo's permission, he cannot open a file
No,
that
even if
doesn't
you
have
sudo that is belongs to other user, right? He cannot open that.
Okay.
Even he is a sudo user, other users file he cannot open. He should have the permission on that particular file. Then only he can open. Otherwise, he cannot open.
Sir, one small doubt, sir. Can we able to apply these permissions with respect to the user?
That means
I mean, group of users we are applying, sir. Individual user, can we apply this one?
Yes, sir. Yes, 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 yes.
What is the tilde used for?
Tilde. Can someone tell him what is the purpose of tilde, guys?
Go to the home
Current
directory.
login home
home
directory.
directory of
To go to the current login home directory.
It is used to go to logged in user home directory.
Okay.
Ashok, what is the execute here? Installation or something? It refers to
Execute
installation.
means it is it's a program execution, sir. Shell script will be available, right? To execute that, we are going to use this.
Can we add one permission and remove other permission in a single line?
Yes, sir, we can do that. But we need to go for the numeric format for that.
Oh.
Okay. So are you guys able to understand my point now?
Sir, one more
Yes.
doubt actually.
Yeah,
Can you
please.
open the permission of the EC2 user home directory? I'm just worried why John user could not able to open.
Easy to user permissions on the home directory.
Home, yeah,
ls-l
home.
sudo ls-l/home.
Okay.
They
As
don't have
John
any
is not
permission.
having.
Now John is not having the read permission also on the directory. That's why he's not able to print the
Okay.
content of that file.
Okay, yeah, got it.
Is it
Hello?
clear?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Actually, one doubt. Before that, whenever I face these types of issue, mostly we use kind of ch mode 777 and file name. What was that 777?
That is, I'm coming to that point only, sir. So there is a mechanism where we can manage file permissions with the numeric also.
Okay.
Okay. Are you guys able to understand the point, guys, about file permissions?
yes, sir.
Ashok, here in the description, each and every file has two names: EC2-user, EC2-user.
That is,
So
one is the owner name, another one is the group name. That file belongs to which group?
okay. So that
First
group
one
we
will
have to assign to
represent.
that.
First one will represent owner name. Second one will represent group name.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
So here
Yeah.
0201 is the time zone for the specific region, like
Correct.
right.
Correct. Yeah. Can you guys read these commands once again?
So group means here user group or a file group?
User group.
User group.
Yeah.
Let's say we give permission for the other user. That other user belongs to a certain group. There we don't have any permissions. So in that case, how it will handle actually?
Can you repeat your
Let's say
question?
here the group is a user group, right?
Yes.
On a particular file, we give certain permission for other user.
Okay.
And we and no permission for the group. Let us assume that the other user belongs to the same group.
No, I'm getting confused with your question, sir. Can you repeat again? We are giving permissions for a group.
Other user.
Okay.
Giving permission, certain permissions.
Okay.
And we are ignoring those permissions on the group.
Okay.
So basically, other user belongs to that particular group actually.
So when we are giving a permission to the group, if other user belongs to that group, whatever the permissions available for the group, he will have those permissions, right?
So as group is not having any permissions, even though we give permission for the user.
So vice versa, right? So if group does not have any permission, then remove that. Okay, ignore that. If other user having those permissions, whatever the permissions available for that others, he will have those permissions. For example, let's take a scenario. Now, I am having a group called DevOps group. For the DevOps group, I have given read-write permission. Okay. Now, in this DevOps group, there is a person called Raju. Okay. So when I gave the permission to the DevOps group read and write, Raju belongs to DevOps group. Raju will have read and write permission. And similarly, there is another user, Rani, in the DevOps group. Rani also will have all the permissions like what the DevOps group is having. So the users belongs to the group. They will have these permissions which I have added at the group level.
Okay.
Sir, at the same time, as a Rani is joined as a new employee, we can consider as a fresher, just creating a scenario.
Yeah.
But I don't want to give her right of, W power. Just we want to give her read only permission.
Yes, you can give that.
So individual
individual permissions we need to manage. When you are at the group level, what are the permissions we have given to the group? Those permissions applicable for all the users who belongs to that group.
Okay, like apart from that, like sir, multiple group can we provide in same command that?
Yes, I will come to that. Numeric format is there.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, thanks.
So are you clear with this command, chmod command? So as of now, we are giving the permissions at the user level, group level, others by using numeric format. Okay, in the Linux, there is an option called you can give the file permissions in the numeric format also. Okay, file permissions in the numeric format. So how to give the permissions in the numeric format? Here, 0 means no permission, guys. 0 means no permission. Okay, so let me come back to the EC2 user. Let me come back to the EC2 user. ls-l, I have f1.txt. Okay, so here I can use chmod 000 f1.txt. So first 0 will represent no permissions for user. Second 0 will represent no permissions for the group. Third 0 will represent no permission for the others. We are removing all permissions for all. Okay, now you see all are hyphens. What is the meaning of all hyphens here?
No permissions.
No
No one
permissions.
have any permission.
No one is having any permission. So how to represent no permission on that particular file? By using 0. 0 means no permission on the file. And when you represent with one character, character 1, it is going to represent execute permission. 1 represents execute permission. So if you give chmod 111 f1.txt. What is the meaning of 111 f1.txt?
Execute permission for all user group.
Yes, ls-l. Now you see user is having execute, group is having execute, others also having execute permission. So like this, for every number there is a meaning. 0 means no permission, 1 means execute permission, 2 means write permission. 2 means write permission. Now if I execute chmod 222 f1.txt. Okay, now earlier everyone is having only execute permission. Now for everyone I'm giving only write permission. So 0 means no permission, 1 means execute permission, 2 means write permission. When I say 3 means it is 2 plus 1. 3 means 2 plus 1. What is the meaning of 2 here? What is the meaning
Write
of 2?
plus execute.
Write
Write plus execute.
3 means you are going to get the write plus execute permission. So 0 means no permission, 1 means execute permission, 2 means write permission, 3 means 2 plus 1. So 3 means write plus execute permission you are going to get. So that means if I give 333, if I give ch mode 333 on the f1.txt, what will happen now?
Write plus execute permission for
everybody is getting
user
write
group
plus
and
execute permission. Everyone is getting write plus execute permission.
others.
Are you clear with my point?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Are you clear with my point? So we are using 777. Okay, 777 means all permissions. Okay, so 3 we understood. Then let's talk about 4. 4 means read permission. So 0 means no permission, 1 means execute permission, 2 means write permission, 3 means 2 plus 1 write plus execute, 4 means read permission is available. Next one 5. When we go for the 5, it will consider as 4 plus 1. What is the meaning of 4 plus 1?
Read and execute.
Read plus execute.
Execute. 5 means 4 plus 1, which means 4 having read permission, 1 is having execute permission. So we are giving read plus execute permission. Okay. Now when you go for 6, 6 is belongs to 4 plus 2. 6 means 4 plus 2. What is the meaning of that?
Read and write. Read plus write.
I want to give read plus write. 7. When you go for 7, read, write, execute. Okay, 4 plus 2 plus 1. It is going to give you all permissions. Read plus, write plus, execute. Now, if I execute 777, what will happen?
We will be providing all the permissions to all user and
all.
We are providing 777
and
means we are giving all permissions for all. Now, currently let us check it. ls-l f1.txt. Okay, ch mode 777 f1.txt. Now ls-l. Now you see everyone is having every permission on the file. User is having all 3 permissions. Group is having all the 3 permissions. Others having all the 3 permissions.
sir, if you want to apply individually here also O minus O plus will work.
Yes.
Okay.
So here, can we apply these permissions for multiple files at a time?
Yes, sir, you can do that also.
Okay.
Now, suppose for example, I have touch command f2.txt. Okay, and I have another file f3.txt. ls-l f2 f3. I want to give all permissions for f2 f3 file at a time. I want to give all permissions for f2 f3 at a time. How
CS
can we
mode,
do that?
CS mode 777 f1.txt, f2.txt, and f3.txt.
Space f3.txt. Okay, ls-l. Now you check it. Are we able to provide?
Yes.
Yes. Now read these numbers. So file permissions you can represent in the alphabetical format. File permissions you can represent in the numeric format also. 0 means no permission. 1 means execute permission. 2 means write permission. 3 means write plus execute, which is 2 plus 1 you need to understand. So 0 means no. 1 means execute. 2 means write. 3 means 2 plus 1. Write plus execute. 4 means read.
So what is
5 means...
So what is the recommended for a numeric or
general? It's up to you, sir. It's up to you. So most of the DevOps people will use a numeric format. Who is having experience on the Linux, they will use a numeric format. Who is a fresher in the Linux, they will go with the alphabetical format.
Simple declaration.
Yes. Okay, 0 means no permission, 1 means execute, 2 means write permission, 3 means 2 plus 1, which is write plus execute, 4 means read permission, 5 means 4 plus 1, which is read plus execute, 6 means 4 plus 2, read plus write permission. So 6 means read plus write. Okay. 7 means
read, write, execute.
Read, write, execute is available. Okay. Now, for example, if I am giving a command chmod 765 on the f1.txt, what is the meaning of that?
User have all the
For owner, we are giving all the permissions.
group have
For
read and
group,
write
we would be
only.
giving only read and write. And for
Others
user, we would be
read
giving
plus execute.
For others, read
and
plus
execute.
Yes.
Execute.
Okay. So here, if you observe, user having all
all the
permissions.
permissions.
Okay. Group
Group
having
is having read plus
read and
write.
write.
read plus
Right.
write.
Read plus write.
Okay. What about others?
Others is
Others
having
having
read
we
plus
have
execute.
Plus execute.
Read
Read plus
plus
execute.
execute permissions is available. That is the meaning of 765. That is the meaning of 765. Suppose if I am giving a command 465 or 456, something like this.
4 in the sense read for the owner. 5 in the sense read plus write for
User
the
having
group.
read permission.
6 in the sense 4 represents
Read plus execute.
Yeah.
4 represents
Read
what?
only.
Read.
Read only.
Read
Okay,
permission.
user is having
5.
only read.
Read permission.
5 is belongs to group. Group is
Read
having
and execute.
read plus
Read plus
Read plus
execute.
execute.
6 means read plus
Plus
Read
write.
or
Plus
write.
write.
So here if you give 456 na, that means user having
Read.
only read.
Read permission.
Okay, and
Group
group
having
having
read plus
read plus
execute.
execute.
plus
5 means read plus execute. Others
Others
having
having
6.
read plus write.
6 nothing
Read
but
plus
read plus
read.
Read
write.
plus write.
4 plus 2. Read plus
Right.
write. Okay, so you understand numeric file formats in the Linux, guys?
Yes, sir.
File permissions you can represent in the alphabetical format, and file permissions we can represent in the numeric format also. File permissions we can represent in the numeric format, and file permissions we can represent in the alphabetical order also. Very good. Next one, changing owner of the file. Okay, ownership change. Ownership change. Okay, so one file is created by one user. I want to change that owner of the file. That is called ownership change. For example, simple, you purchased one car. Okay, that car you purchased in the second hand. So that car is purchased by one person. Now you are purchasing the car from that person. Then RC document will be available. You need to change that ownership also for that vehicle. Similarly, here we have a file called f1.txt. We have a file called f1.txt. So if you see that file, here it is showing EC2 user and EC2 user. The first EC2 user represents owner of the file. That means who created that file. Second one will represent this file belongs to which group. Who is the owner and who is the group of that file. Who is the owner and who is the group of that file, that we can see here. Now I want to change the owner. I want to change the owner group also. That is called ownership change in the Linux. Okay. So here to change the file or directory ownership, to change file or directory ownership, we will use a command called chown command. Earlier, to change the file permissions, we used chmod command. Now, to change the ownership of the file, we are going to use chown command. To change file or directory ownership, we will use chown command. How to change the owner? Changing owner. For this, we are going to use sudo chown. Here we need to specify what is the new owner you want to keep on that particular file or directory. Syntax. New owner and new group that you want to keep. Okay, so there is a command called chown command. New owner, new group I want to keep for that file or directory. You can change it. You can change only owner. You can change owner and group. Changing owner and group also. You can change the owner and group. If you want to change only owner, then this is the command. You want to change only owner of that file. You want to change only group of that file. Changing owner, changing group, owner group. Changing owner and group both. If you want to change the group, colon space group name you will specify. Okay, so here we are using a command called chown command. So what is the purpose of this chown command? So it is used for changing the owner. Sudo chown new owner that I want to keep. Changing the owner group. Sudo chown new group I want to keep. I want to change both at a time. If you want to change both at a time, owner group we are going to specify. So
Sir,
this
one
is the
small
command which is used to change ownership of the file. Look at these three commands. Only if you want to change the owner, new owner name you can keep. If you want to change the group, then you need to keep colon group name. Colon represents it is a group. If you don't write colon, it will consider that as a owner. So changing ownership of the file. To change the ownership of the file, we are using a command called chown command. Now tell me, what is the difference between chmod command and chown command in the Linux?
chmod is used
We
to
were
change
given
the access of the
permission to
files.
file.
ch1 is used to change the owner of the file.
chmod is used to change the file permission. chown is used to change the ownership of the file. Now let us check
Ashok
it.
sir, one small
minute,
question,
sir.
sir.
One
Sir,
minute.
is it allowed to assign multiple owners to the single file or
No, sir, only one owner. Okay, now here I am having f1.txt. Can you tell me who is the owner for the f1.txt now?
EC2 user, sir.
Who is the owner for the f1.txt file now?
EC2 user.
EC2 user. Now I want to change the owner. Okay, so how to change the owner? Sudo chown. Who is the new user I want to keep? John. What is the file name? f1.txt. Now ls-l. Can you check it? Who is the owner of that file now?
Yeah.
John.
Owner is change it to John. I want to change the group also. I want to make the owner group also as a John group. Okay, how to check the groups available? cat/etc/group. There is a group called log user group, DevOps group is available. I want to make owner group as a DevOps group. Can you tell me how to make the owner group as a DevOps group?
Sudo
Come on.
chown
Sudo
chown
colon
DevOps
DevOps group. What is the file name?
f1.txt.
The file name is f1.txt. Okay, sorry. Name I have given wrong. Yes. Now check it. Who is the owner of the file and what is the owner group now? Who is the owner of the file and who is the owner group now?
John Dev Group.
John is the owner. DevOps group
John is the owner. John is the owner and owner group is DevOps group. Can you change both at a time?
Yes.
How to change both at a time?
Sudo chown
owner name colon group name.
New owner name.
New owner name and a new group name. We can
Group name.
So are you clear? What is chmod command and what is the chown command in the Linux machine? chmod to change file permission, chown to change the ownership of the file. To change the ownership of the file. Yes,
Ownership of the file.
correct.
Ashok sir,
Yes, ma'am.
can I give the permission to only particular user?
Yes, you can give that, right?
Can you show the command?
No. You can't do like that, sir. Others permissions when you give, it will be applicable for all the users.
Particular, I mean the group, but I don't give the particular person for the access.
No, we can't do like that.
So one user can be part of multiple groups, right?
Yes, sir. You can add one user to the multiple groups also, no issue.
But one file we cannot add to multiple users or multiple groups, right?
Right.
One file.
One file also can belongs to multiple groups, but one user will be the owner, one owner group, one user group will be available.
Okay.
Okay guys, are you clear with this commands? Chmod command, chown command. Can anyone tell me what is the difference between chmod command and chown command?
chmod is used for giving the permissions, and chown is used for the changing the
chmod to
group,
change file or
the
directory
files,
permissions, chown to change the owner and group of the file.
and group of the files.
Yes. Very good. Next one, guys, some networking commands. Very important for us. So there are some networking commands in the Linux machine. Okay. So here we need to check the connectivity from one machine to another machine. Okay. For that we are using ping command. There are several commands like ping command is available, wget command is available, curl command is available, and ifconfig command is available. Okay, so these are the networking commands that we are going to use in the Linux machine. Can you read what are the commands here?
Ping, wget,
Ping, wget, curl,
ifconfig.
if config.
Yes, ping command is available, wget is available, curl is available, ifconfig is available. So ping command to check connectivity. Okay, is our machine able to connect with the another server or not? So for example, you can use ping www.google.com. That means, are we able to connect with the Google from our system or not? So if you are able to ping, that means in your machine network is working. Okay. Are you clear with my point?
Yes, sir.
Right? Ping command to check the connectivity. So go to that machine and execute that. Ping www.google.com. So am I getting the response from the Google?
Yes, sir.
What is the meaning of that?
We were able to connect with the Google.
We are able to connect with the Google. Similarly, so here when I stop it, Control C to stop it, guys. So whenever you execute the ping command, so you are getting some response. That means our machine having internet connectivity, our machine is able to connect with the Google. So if you want to stop this connection, Control C, 0% packet loss. So what is the meaning of 0% packet loss? 0% packet loss means successfully we are able to establish the connection from our machine to Google server. Internet is working in our machine. So to check the connectivity from one server to another server, we are going to use a ping command. Similarly, let me ping Facebook also. Ping www.facebook.com. Am I able to ping the Facebook also?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that means we are able to connect from our server to their server. You can use ping command with IP address also. So tomorrow you are having a machine, Docker server is available. So I want to check my Docker server is working or not. Then what I will do? 192.168.1.20, something like that. Whatever the IP address is available, I will ping that IP. So when I ping the IP, if I am getting the response like this, that means that server is up and running. Okay. So ping command we have. What is the purpose of the ping command? Which is used to check the connectivity. Okay. Next one, there is a command
So
called.
Ashok here,
Yeah.
This must be a public IP, right? Not
yes, public,
using
not
the
private,
same
public
IP.
IP. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Next one, wget command is available. What is the purpose of wget command? It is used to download the files from internet. Okay. If there is any file is available on the internet, if you want to download that file from the internet, then we are going to use wget command. Wget means from the web we want to get the files. For example, I want to download Tomcat server. Okay, so you go to Google, go to Apache website, Apache Tomcat download. Okay, so now go here, Apache Tomcat 9 or 10, whatever it is, download. There is a zip file is available for the Apache Tomcat. How we will download these files in the Windows machine, guys?
Directly by clicking on
clicking
that particular zip.
download.
Click on download.
Okay, we will click on the zip. When you click on the zip, then what will happen? That software will be downloaded in the Windows machine as a zip file. But I want to download this in the Linux. Can I open a browser in the Linux to download that file?
No.
No.
Then what I need to do?
wget.
Right.
wget command.
Wget link to that file. Okay, so here right click on this file. Here we are getting a option called, what is this option, guys?
Copy link address.
Copy link address. Now paste it. Wget link. Now what is happening? It is downloading that file from the internet. Now you check it, ls-l. Apache Tomcat zip file is downloaded. Let me remove this and download again. rm space Apache zip. What is the meaning of rm command?
Delete.
Remove. Delete.
Remove. Okay, now ls-l, that is not available. Wget, I want to download the file. Which file you want to download? Go here, right click, copy link address and do that. Paste. Yes, we are able to download that file. ls-l. So what is the file that is available? Zip file. I want to unzip. In the Windows, how we will do the unzip? We will go to the downloads folder, then right click on that file, extract all. Okay, but in the Linux, can I do that operation? Right click and extract that file. Can we do that operation? No. We need to use a command to unzip also. That is called unzip command. So that is what? Windows is GUI based operating system, whereas Linux is CLI based operating system.
Class record.
Are you guys able to follow me now?
Yes, sir.
Are you guys able to follow me now?
Yes, Ashok.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So fine. So we are able to understand what is the purpose of wget command. It is used to download the files from the internet. Okay. Next one, we have curl command. Okay. So for wget command, I'm giving the syntax here, $wget. The file URL, sample URL I'm giving. Right click, copy link address. Okay. So fine. Next one, curl command. To send HTTP request to server. Okay, generally we will send the request from the postman, right? If you have any REST API URL, how you will send the request to that REST API URL?
Postman.
How we will send the request to the REST API URLs, guys? Using postman.
Localhost.
Using postman. But in the Linux machine, can we install that postman? Can we install postman in the Linux machine?
No, sure.
No, yes. Right? Yes, that's where curl command we are going to use. Curl space URL. Okay. So when I'm sending the request to this URL by using curl command, what is happening, guys? I'm getting the response directly from the server. Wget is used to download the file. Wget is used to download the file. Okay. And curl command is used to send a request to the given URL. Okay. Curl command is available to send the HTTP request to server. That means basically we can say API call. Basically we can say API call. Curl space URL. That is my REST API URL. So I want to send a request to that REST API URL directly. For that we are using curl command. Are you able to understand what is the difference between wget command and curl command? Are you able to understand what is the difference between wget command and curl command?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Next one, there is a command called ifconfig command is available. So what is the purpose of ifconfig? To get a IP address of our machine. To get the IP address of the machine. So I want to know what is our machine IP address. For that we will use a command called ifconfig command. Okay, so let us check it. What is ifconfig command? Yes, it is going to show you what is the IP address of our machine. ifconfig command is going to display the IP address details of our machine. INET 172.31.0.185. So you go to that Linux machine and you check the IP address of that machine. Every machine will have an IP. So private IP address it is showing, that is a fixed IP address of the machine. So we can see whenever we whenever we execute ifconfig, it is printing IP address of the machine. This machine IP address is 172.31.0.185. That is the IP address of the machine. To get the IP address of the machine, we are going to use these networking commands. We are using these networking commands. Are you clear with my point? Can you read these commands? Ping command, wget command, curl command, ifconfig command. Ping command, which is used to check the connectivity from one machine to another machine. Wget command, it is used to download the files from internet. Curl command, it is used to send HTTP request to the server. Basically, we are going to do API calls by using this curl command. ifconfig command, which is used to get IP address of our machine by using ifconfig command. Are you clear with this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So tomorrow we are going to discuss about package managers. Now, so we completed several Linux commands which are required for the developers, guys. So we are not learning everything in the Linux. Whatever that is required for the developers, that concepts I am covering here. And tomorrow I'm going to talk about package managers in the Linux, which are used to install the software in the Linux. For example, I want to install Java in the Linux. I want to install Maven in the Linux. I want to install Git in the Linux. Okay, so as of now we covered these commands. Sed command we covered, user add command, user deal command, user mode command, group add command, group deal command. Okay, these commands we have seen. Then we discussed about ch mode command, we discussed about ch own command, and we discussed about pin command, we discussed about wget command, curl command, ifconfig command. Okay, after sed command we discussed about user management. So user add command to create a new user, delete the user, add the user to the group, add the group, create the group, delete the group. These things we have seen. And we have seen a command called id command, which will display the current user information. Id space username, what is the username, what is the user id, that user belongs to how many groups we can get by using id command. Then after we discussed about file permissions. To deal with the file permissions, we are using this ch mode command. To change the ownership of the file, we are using ch own command. And coming to networking commands, ping command, wget command, curl command, ifconfig commands also we have used it. All right, guys, is it clear for everyone? What are the commands we have discussed so far in the Linux? Is there any improvement in your knowledge? Are you getting some confidence to work with the Linux machines now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
how you are feeling
Yes,
about
sir.
this?
Definitely, it's
Yes, sir.
Is it useful?
Yes, confidently
Yes, sir.
useful.
Yes, good. So another 2 to 3 days, another 2 classes I need. Tomorrow we will talk about the package managers. I asked you people to go through Linux architecture, guys. Did you guys complete the Linux architecture? Did you guys complete the Linux architecture video I have shared?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes, sir. It
tomorrow,
was all the things that you teach us, means in the class.
sorry?
So it was same what you taught us in the class, sir. Like commands. Who am
Yeah,
I? Yeah.
right.
Yes, sir. Yes.
I think those videos also useful for revision purpose.
Yes, sir.
New things like kernel and
Correct.
sir, I have a question, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, while practicing, sir, I encountered a problem, sir. I'm unable to connect to my EC2 user. It is saying connection refused, 422 error. So
That means
can
you
you?
need to enable a port number in the security group, sir. You need to
Okay.
go to your machine security group. In the security group, inbound rules you need to enable. So I will talk about the ports concept in the AWS.
Sir, but for practice, should I build a new one?
Yeah, build a new machine.
In the same in the same account or new
Yeah, in
account?
the same account. Whatever the machine you have, you delete that machine and you build the new machine.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Guys, I'm updating the today's notes. So please do the practice. In another 1 or 2 days, we are completing our syllabus on the Linux operating system. Then we will start with the AWS concepts.
Sir, we can restrict the file permission from sudo files also, right?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay.
Can I just have clarity about this? Like suppose one file can belongs to one user, right?
Yes.
And one file also can belong to multiple groups.
Yes. No.
Yeah.
One group, one owner group will be available. One user can belong to multiple groups. One file will have only one owner. One owner group will be available for that.
One owner group. Okay. So one group. One group can have multiple users, and
Yes.
user belongs to multiple groups as well.
Yes. One user also can belong to multiple groups.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.